The big issue I have is with Travis Hunter. She's crying herself to sleep. What in God's name would make you think that that's a good thing to tell the world? Why would you do that?
Stephen A. Smith had finally seen enough after clips of Travis Hunter's wife crying on social media exploded online. Weeks of gold digger accusations had built into a storm. The fiery ESPN host jumped on IG Live to confront Hunter directly, dropping what might be the wake-up call that changes how Travis handles his marriage, his image, and what the world sees from him forever. In sports media, controversy equals clicks and drama pays bills.
I want to get into a story I've seen percolating in the headlines and social media. And that's about Heisman Trophy winner Travis Hunter and his fiancée, Liana Lene. For some reason, these two young people feel the need to hit the social media airwaves to defend their relationship in front of the world.
Smith has built his empire on loud takes and bold opinions, so nobody expected him to step in on the Travis Hunter-Liana drama with anything other than criticism. The safe bet? Either ignore the mess or toss out bland advice about keeping things private. But Smith shocked everyone. He defended Liana passionately, flipping the script on the very machine he usually fuels. To really understand why this moment hit so hard, you've got to see what Liana had been dealing with. This wasn't harmless gossip. It was a full-blown campaign to wreck her name. On their wedding day, May 24th, 2025, old clips and so-called DMs suddenly popped up, painting her as unfaithful.
What are you doing? Liana, what are you doing? Before I go any further on this subject, let me fully explain. She also went on to explain her actions following Colorado's last home game, where fans wondered why she didn't seem to give him a hug. And then she explained to fans why she didn't respond to Travis when he first tried to holler via a DM.
The timing wasn't random. It was a calculated hit designed for maximum humiliation. The videos? Shaky clips of her dancing with another guy. The DMS? Flirty messages with no clear timeline. Authenticity? Questionable. But when has social media ever cared about facts? In the court of public opinion, rumors feel like evidence, and people rush to attack. That's where Stephen A. stepped in. Instead of rolling with the smear, he applied journalistic standards.
Liana, you are his lady, you are his fiancée, you are about to be his wife. Why are you explaining to the world how much you care about him? Does he know? That's all that matters. You are on camera, your voice cracking.
He pointed out that nobody even knew if the alleged clips were from before Hunter and Liana were exclusive. He wasn't just defending her, he was teaching fans how to think critically about dirty narratives. And then, he delivered the line that shook the internet. I don't want to hear about anything she may have done years ago. She's a young lady. She ain't some seasoned grown woman out here playing games. Mistakes happen. This wasn't a hollow PR move. It was empathy, real and raw. Smith reminded everyone Liana was only 23, still figuring life out, not some mastermind plotting scandals. Then he pivoted, addressing Travis and Liana directly, with tough love. He praised them for deactivating their IG accounts, calling it a power move. Sometimes the only way to win a rigged game is to stop playing. But he didn't stop there. He pressed Travis hard, telling him bluntly that fame makes you a target, and if you don't control your story, others will weaponize it. He even closed with wisdom drawn from comedian Cat Williams about handling hate, a reminder that criticism is inevitable.
That's the cruel world we're living in. You gotta be stronger than that. You gotta have alligator skin. You're a young lady, a beautiful young lady, who one would surmise completely loves her man and is looking forward to spending the rest of your life with him. Congratulations. But it's about him, not about what other people think about you with him.
But how you react is what defines you. The timing made it even heavier. This wasn't just a young couple facing messy headlines. It was a young black man at the peak of his career being told the woman he married was a mistake. That cultural weight Smith understood better than most. He echoed Colorado quarterback Shadow Sanders.
The big issue I have is with Travis Hunter. She's crying herself to sleep. What in God's name would make you think that that's a good thing to tell the world? Why would you do that? You think they're gonna feel sorry for her? You think they're gonna have compassion? You don't see these trolls out here, bruh?
Who had already blasted celebrities like Des Bryant, Bow Wow, and Godfrey for clowning Hunter in public instead of reaching out privately. Smith made it clear, if you're really concerned, you don't humiliate, you help. And make no mistake, this took guts. In an industry where clicks matter more than compassion, Smith chose the harder path. He could have sat back, cracked a joke, or fed the drama. Instead, he put his reputation on the line to stand for fairness. And strategically, it was genius. He didn't just say critics were wrong, he schooled them on why their behavior was toxic.
Don't give into that. You're about to go into the National Football League. That's what you're about to do. You're about to get paid. In my eyes, this should be your most selfish time. You need to think about the people that you're involving in your life. How close-knit they are. Do they keep things internal? They're gonna go on social media and express themselves.
Breaking down how social media mobs grow and why they destroy lives. What sealed it was his take on the generational divide. He called out how weaponizing old mistakes, especially ones from years before someone even knew fame, wasn't just cruel, it was cowardly. He made it clear, past context matters, and dragging young people through the mud for clout has to stop. This wasn't just sports talk, it was mentorship.
Don't do it. Take it from your boy Stephen A, because you know I'm rooting for you. First of all, I think she's beautiful. I think y'all a beautiful couple. I wish you nothing but the best. Secondly, you got Prime. Talk to your coach. That brother knows. They came after him too, and look at how he's shining.
The kind of tough guidance young stars rarely get from powerful voices. The reaction to Stephen A. Smith's defense said just as much about today's toxic culture as the controversy itself. Some praised his empathy, shocked to see a media giant protect instead of pile on.
Let me tell you something, bro. Listen to Cat Williams. You got 50 haters, man, you should be happy you don't have 100. 200, 500. Alligator skin, bro. Develop more of it. Let it roll right off your chest.
Others slammed him for inserting himself into private matters, missing the fact that this mess was already dragged brutally public. Smith's choice boiled down to one thing: exploit or elevate, destroy or defend, and he chose the high road, setting a standard for how these scandals will be remembered. But to see why his defense mattered so much, we have to rewind, not to the leaked DMs or party videos, but to one tiny hesitation that spiraled into chaos. Travis Hunter, 2024 Heisman winner, Jacksonville Jaguars rookie, sitting on a $46.65 million contract, thought his battles would be on the field. Instead, his biggest fight came in the arena of social media, where every blink becomes evidence.
And his name was called. I instantly was gonna, if you watch the video, you can see me like, but his mom didn't get up. So I was like, oh, maybe I don't get up, maybe I just sit here with her. So I sat there and then y'all said Coach Prime had to tell me to get up. No, he didn't. He said, go get him. Go get your man. And once Travis stood up, but he didn't have to do that because I was gonna do that anyway.
Every pause becomes a scandal. The spark, December 14th, 2024, the Heisman Trophy ceremony. Hunter's name gets called, the crowd roars. This should have been his crowning moment. His mother jumps up, Deion Sanders jumps up, but his fiancée Leanna Lay stays seated for a few seconds too long. That's it. A hesitation of mere seconds, caught on camera, turned into months of internet chaos.
I know what I got. I know my girl been with me for 5 years. Y'all are just not starting to talk about me and just not starting to be with me. I feel the same pain that she feel. We're inseparable, bro. You know when you hurt, bro, you just cry yourself to sleep and you just be gone.
The clip spread like wildfire. What should have been pure celebration became a circus. Strangers dissected her body language frame by frame, turning love and loyalty into hashtags and hit pieces. The accusation? She wasn't supportive. She didn't care. She was just there for the ride. Trolls called her a gold digger, swearing Hunter could do better. The truth? Leanna was trying to be respectful, following Hunter's mother's lead, so the spotlight stayed on family first. But online, facts didn't matter. Narratives sold better than nuance, and the machine was already in motion. That hesitation, innocent as it was, fed an ugly smear campaign that's haunted young black athletes for generations. And once the internet branded her, the character assassination began in full force. Her only crime, loving a man in the spotlight, that hesitation at the Heisman turned into a tidal wave, with trolls spinning it as proof the relationship was doomed. And it didn't stop there. Every appearance, every clip, every tiny expression got dissected like a crime scene. The Oklahoma State game became another so-called evidence exhibit. Cameras caught Hunter leaning in to kiss Leanna, and when she seemed to pull away, the internet branded it a rejection. Suddenly, normal moments between two young people were treated like courtroom testimony. The cruelest part wasn't the volume of hate. It was the damage it caused. On Twitch, Hunter admitted the backlash crushed her spirit. He revealed, Leanna cried herself to sleep after drinking, broken by strangers mocking her love. Behind the memes and viral jokes was a woman drowning under humiliation and relentless attacks. And it wasn't just faceless trolls. Celebrities jumped in too. Former NFL star Des Bryant publicly told Hunter to dump her. "She's not right for you." Even though he later deleted it, the wound stuck. Dr. Umar Johnson joined in, dragging racial politics into the conversation, sparking messy debates about money, loyalty, and what black athletes owe the community. What started as gossip about a fiancé turned into a cultural battleground. Leanna wasn't judged as a person. She was expected to be perfect, always clapping, always smiling, forever supportive. One slip, one hesitation, and the internet declared her unfit. The pressure grew so heavy that by December 2024, both she and Hunter deactivated their Instagram accounts, trying to protect their peace. Instead of seeing it as self-preservation, critics twisted it into admission of guilt. That's when Stephen A. Smith stepped in, armed with authority and decades of credibility. While the mob circled like vultures, he chose to defend rather than destroy. His voice reframed the narrative, showing that media figures could lead with responsibility instead of chasing clicks. But his compassion stood out even more once you saw what others did. Some doubled down, milking the scandal for attention. Others offered advice Hunter never asked for, and a few, like Smith, showed genuine support. The celebrity pile-on revealed who was chasing clout and who actually cared. Dr. Umar's role was especially controversial.
Issues with it because I believe black men should be married to black women, and this looks like it's going to be another tragic tale of another multi-million-dollar black athlete who sooner or later is going to get divorced, and his non-black wife is going to run off with all of his career earnings.
Instead of sticking to facts, he pushed divisive theories about black wealth and interracial relationships, making the situation even messier. His commentary turned what should have been a private matter into a racial flashpoint.
Yes, I have. And I saw that comedian Godfrey had responded to the news that Travis Hunter was engaged and that it had been purported that his fiance had stated that he originally was not her type, but that he had, and I'm paraphrasing here, he had since that time won her over. And with them being engaged, it appears that marriage will be coming at some point in the future,
leaving many furious at how far the conversation had spiraled. Dr. Umar's commentary hit harder when he framed Hunter's love life as a financial mistake. He questioned Hunter's judgment, painting the relationship as a liability instead of a choice, turning racial politics into an excuse to police a young black man's personal life.
Obviously, I have issues with it because I believe black men should be married to black women, and this looks like it's going to be another tragic tale of another multi-million-dollar black athlete who sooner or later is going to get divorced, and his non-black wife is going to run off with all of his career earnings.
His harsh tone stood in direct contrast to Stephen A. Smith's empathy, showing just how divided public voices were. Then came voices from hip-hop. Rapper Ano gave a more layered take, acknowledging young love in the spotlight could be real, but even he couldn't resist predicting doom ahead.
But for him to be engaged already, and for him to be about to get married, and he doesn't even have a prenuptial agreement, are you out of your mind, Travis Hunter? No disrespect to the young brother, I'm a fan, but bruh, slow this down.
His words carried the same assumption that fame and temptation always destroy relationships. Instead of supporting the couple, he planted seeds of doubt, and soon the celebrity pile-on began.
You see the whole thing with the Heisman winner, Travis Hunter, and his
with the-
girlfriend and
with the-
everything else like that?
But you see, she responded to it too.
She did. See,
But it don't seem real to me. It don't seem authentic.
Former NFL star Des Bryant told Hunter to dump Leanna. She's not right for you. Even though he deleted it, the damage was done. Bow Wow chimed in on Club Shay Shay, warning that women could derail Hunter's career.
see, you know, the thing that kind of bothers me about this whole thing is that these are young kids, man. This is young love. They're barely out of their teens.
Yeah, you know, but people
What
don't
are they,
think
like
about
21,
I don't even
22? Like, this is young love.
He insisted he wasn't dissing, just sharing wisdom from experience. But to Leanna, it sounded like another older man trying to dictate her relationship through his own baggage. Each new voice gave others permission to pile on, creating an avalanche of opinions that threatened to bury the couple alive.
The league.
It's over. Anything you do,
When he
bro.
gets to the NFL,
Bro.
and he starts going to these clubs after the games,
But what's that?
and he starts seeing actual real dimes constantly throwing themselves at him.
Yeah, it's gonna be
It's
hard.
gonna be a little.
What should have been a private relationship became public property, where everyone felt entitled to approve or reject Hunter's fiancée. The double standard was glaring. His touchdowns were his, but his partner was treated like community business. That's what made Stephen A. Smith's defense stand out. While others pushed suspicion and separation, Smith pushed empathy and context. Where others trafficked in assumptions, he demanded evidence. His was the rare voice reminding the world that Hunter's love life wasn't theirs to control. The most emotional moment came in July 2025, when Leanna shared a TikTok filmed months earlier. In it, she sobbed in a bathroom while a sermon played in the background. Her caption? Heartbreaking, yet powerful. I wish I could go back and hug December me. The growth that comes from giving your life to Jesus and escaping the shackles of the world and social media is astounding. It was a raw glimpse of her pain, but also her healing. Yet even that moment of faith got twisted by critics, who spread false divorce rumors by pretending the clip was new. For those who looked deeper, it showed a young woman who had survived the storm, finding strength in God and herself. And thankfully, she wasn't entirely alone. WNBA star Angel Reese commented, "So proud of you, baby. The storm doesn't last forever." Colorado quarterback Shatter Sanders also backed Hunter, blasting celebrities like Des Bryant for airing judgments online instead of picking up the phone privately. Their support showed not everyone in the spotlight was eager to join the destruction. Shatter Sanders' defense hit different because it came from inside Hunter's own circle. He knows the weight of being a young star under non-stop cameras, and his voice carried power. And here's the truth. Despite all the gossip, all the celebrity takes, and all the social media chaos, there's zero proof of infidelity, divorce, or any major marital drama between Travis Hunter and Leanna Lee as of August 12, 2025. That gap between rumors and reality says it all. Influential voices twisted shaky clips and old posts into a fake scandal, while the couple kept showing loyalty and love. Their marriage, their public affection, their unity. It's living proof that real love can survive a celebrity storm, especially when people like Stephen A. Smith step up and shield instead of destroy. In a culture obsessed with tearing people down, their story shows that some still choose conscience over clicks. The mob may rage, celebrities may pile on, but love, when it's real, when it's defended, doesn't just survive, it thrives. If you enjoyed watching this video, then go ahead and click on any of the cards on your screen for more.